Own your power and own your voice. This video is, as I'm often saying, very important. It's something which is a recent lesson. It's something that I'm learning and have learned over the past bit. And it's something which I really feel it is important for people to hear this message. It's so important to own your voice. Why? A funny thing starts to happen. Now, if you know much about me, you probably know that I'm in the field of like spirituality and manifestation to some extent. And something that I've learned about manifestation that really makes it much stronger and much more potent is when you begin to not just use affirmations and say them, to create them, well, twofold. One, create affirmations for yourself specifically, because those are incredibly potent. And two is to start owning your voice, meaning, well, much like I said in my other video, owning yourself, owning your inner self. And what that means in terms of owning your voice is literally claiming your voice, understanding that the way that you are and the way that you present yourself is fine. That's how you're meant to be. And or finding your voice, finding the way in which you feel comfortable talking to people or presenting yourself or whatever in a non-masked kind of a way. I wanted to talk about it because, like I said, I've been in the spirituality field for a while and I know the power of affirmations. And it truly wasn't until I started to genuinely not only say these affirmations out loud with my own voice, but really to write them, script them down, and say them out loud often, that things really started to shift. And that's why I'm making this video, because it was the essential step. You can manifest and you can dream and you can envision and you can pray and you can hope and you can wish as hard as you want. At the end of the day, until or unless really you affirm that to some extent for yourself, with yourself, and have the belief that those things are coming, then it won't take you that far, honestly. It's kind of like with motivation, how motivation doesn't last. Owning your voice brings a kind of power that doesn't come from anything else in life. Nobody can give you that permission slip or give you the freedom and power, potency, these are the only words that come to mind, the strength that comes with when you finally do cross that line and step perhaps from insecurity or doubt or whatever into trust and knowing, and you begin to affirm and know these things. And let me say something about that. When it comes to knowing things, I understand, I want to acknowledge the fact that you're not crazy if you think that things feel large in order to achieve, if that makes sense. If it feels like a big job to manifest. You know, if you've ever heard the quote that if your dreams don't scare you, then you're not dreaming big enough, something along those lines. It's like that. The interesting thing is that the very minute that you start to claim your power and you say, even if you say to yourself, this is where I was going, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Even if in the beginning you feel like a little bit of a phony, because you basically will, because your self is going to be hearing probably for the first time in your life, possibly, things that it has never heard in its whole life, maybe even from its parents, your parents. I don't know why I'm saying it's. And when you begin to affirm that for yourself, it's sort of this mental game of make-believe. It feels like that you're playing with yourself, that you're like, oh, I'm just going to pretend that I have this life and I'm going to think that this is here and this is here. It feels fakest at the first. So I want to acknowledge that at the beginning, this whole process, it feels really weird. However, I really strongly encourage you to stick with it, because first, for me, it started with me just doing the affirmations process, which meant scripting it in my journal or saying it sometimes aloud. Wasn't very consistent about it. And it evolved into me consistently saying it, making sure I allot time for it, and making sure that I don't just write it down, I do also write it down, that I affirm it in my voice. And honestly, as silly as this may sound, the more firmly you believe and affirm it, like when you say, I claim, I don't know, whatever it is that you're claiming, like I claim, let's just say, for example, I claim my body even. You are taking responsibility for yourself. And I don't know how the transmutation of it all works, as usual. I'm just a magical being who gets to exist and experience these things. I don't necessarily understand the science of it all. Regardless, when you finally, and I say finally because it took me a while to get here, y'all. It's not that it can't be easy. However, it did take me a long time personally to reach here. And now that I'm starting to walk in my power, it comes with such a sense of relief, such a sense of groundedness, such a sense of calm, and more amazing still, and really this is very amazing to me, The people, places, situations, all of it, environments, heck, even weather that I attract is top notch. It is so much better than what I was attracting when I was choosing to believe, oh, it's not possible for me. Oh, poor me. Oh, I'm a victim. And look, I don't want to just be seeming like I'm mocking people who are still in their victimhood, because that, I feel like, might even be a human phase that we all go through. Growing out of victimhood, understanding that we're free sovereign beings, and that's okay. Like I said, my encouragement and my hope here is that me sharing this will allow you to take on board your freedom and your own sovereignty and power sooner by affirming not just affirmations, but affirming them in your own voice and using affirmations that work for you. I'll give you a little quick tip here. It's so easy. This easy exercise, which will genuinely change things for you. Go through and ask yourself what you believe and write down your beliefs. Then look at them and ask yourself if each thing is 100% true as fact. And if it isn't, understand that you are free to release that, rewrite that belief for something that serves you, that is in your benefit. I've done this countless times, and I will probably do it countless more because it works. It's a shockingly simple and effective tool. So I really hope that this helps you to understand that there is power that comes, and not in an abusive sense of like, I'm this big genie power, absolute power. No. You claim your sovereignty, and there's a level of your own personal freedom that you claim and achieve when you start to affirm things for yourself, when you claim your own voice, when you own your voice and own your power. And that is what I hope for you to all have sooner than I've achieved it, because yeah, it took me a long time to get here. And if I can save you 20 years, a decade, then that's the best thing in the world for me, to watch people have their lives become easier because I saved them time through my life lessons, through the trudging through of different times in my life. Let that serve you. So if this video has helped you, please do share it with anyone you think could also benefit from hearing this message. Subscribe, as it does help a small content creator like myself to get the message out there. And last but not least, if you, my beautiful spirit soul, need any support or coaching, please feel very free to reach out to this email address, where it would be my pleasure to serve you in whatever way that I can. Have a beautiful and a blessed rest of your day or night whenever you're seeing this. And I will see you, gorgeous cats, in the next video. Namaste. Stay healthy. Much love. Bye. Hell, I don't know. Not absolute power. Absolute power. So, your parents. I don't know why I'm saying it's. Is. I don't want to say patterning, 'cause growing out of victimhood, understanding that we're free sovereign beings. Owning your voice brings a kind of power that doesn't come from anything else in life.